Good morning, students. I'm here today with my partner, Jonathan. He's going to help us out with demonstrating some of the figures. Today we're going to work on the crossbody lead in Cha-Cha. So first we're going to demonstrate it for you, just the figure. Then we'll show it to you again in the context of a couple of basics. Yeah, so we're going to start from just the basic crossbody lead. So we'll start over here. We start with our rock step, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. We'll do it again. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So that's just the figure by itself. Now we're going to dance a basic into it so you can kind of see the context, and at the end we'll dance a second basic, right? So I'm going to do basic first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. There's our basics. Now we're going to dance across my lead. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to basic. 2, 3, 4, and 1, and so on. Yes? Thanks. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to break down just the kind of the foot positions for each person. So I'm going to let Jonathan talk about the leads part, and then I'm going to come back in a second and talk about the follows part.
All right, so for the leads part, I'm going to start with my left foot dancing forward into a forward rock step. So you've got forward rock, left foot, left, right. You're going to dance a quarter turn to your left to dance your side chasse, left, right, left. Now from here, I'm going to dance my back rock. It's going to be a little bit smaller than the forward rock. Think more of a third position than a fourth back step, yeah? Small back rock, right, 2, and replace weight to your left foot, dancing about an 1/8 of a turn to your left, followed by a chasse to the right, dancing another 1/8 turn to the left, side, together, side, and then that can be repeated. So from the other side, left, rock, left, right quarter turn, left side, together, side, back rock, rock, step with about a quarter turn, and side, together, side.
So for the follows part, we have one new component. Yeah, so we've got that lock step, which we'll talk about in more detail in a different video. But so to begin, we're in our closed position, and I'm going to start with a rock step as usual. So I go back on my right foot, rock, step. Then I'm going to dance a lock step, forward lock step. So I'm going to go forward on my right foot, cross the left foot behind the right foot, and then one more walk forward on the right foot. That's my lock step. Okay. Then from here, I'm going to do again another forward rock, but it's going to be a rotating rock step. So I'm going to take a very small step forward. Again, begin to turn a little bit to the left. I'm going to pivot over that left foot and complete my rock step back on my right foot. And I've done about a quarter turn or so. From here, then I'm going to go ahead and finish rotating to my left, and I'm going to finish with my chasse. And then I'm ready to either repeat the figure or dance a basic. Yeah. So again, just to repeat that, I have my rock step back on my right foot, forward lock, right, left, right. My forward rock step turning to my left, and then finishing off with my chasse. So then, those are the two individual pieces. Now we're going to talk about how we interact to each other. So as you saw, we're going to go right away from the beginning. So we do the rock step together. Rock, step. At the end of that rock step, he's going back, he's beginning to turn away from me. By the time we take his first side step on the chasse and my first forward walk on the lock step, we're going to have a 90-degree angle to each other. He is facing fully front. I am still facing the original direction I was going in. Now, this is maybe the most important part of the whole thing. So one more time, as you see the transition, we have rock step. He's beginning to turn. By the time we've taken that next step, here we go, quarter turn. For him, no turn for me. Yes? Now we're going to maintain this alignment to each other as he finishes the chasse and I finish my lock step. From here, then he does the rock step. He's going to take that little step back, and I'm going to step forward. Now, this is, again, common mistake, overcrossing my partner. I'm not doing that. I am going to step basically just a little step towards his midline, and it's going to be between his feet. From here, then I'm going to swivel to face him, and together we'll keep rotating, and then we finish our chasse. Let's do it again from this other direction so you can see the whole thing. One more time, we start with our rock step, rock, step, he turns away, quarter turn. Then we're going to go ahead and do that rock step. I step towards him, I swivel, we turn together, and we finish our chasse. Okay, one more point to bring up on this. As we hit that alignment, that 90-degree angle from each other, I need to make sure, two things, that I don't overtake him. as I'm doing the chasse, right? This is a very common look. 2, 3, la la la, right? And I'm in front of him, right? The other thing is that he has to make sure to help by keeping me in front of him, right? So as a lead, you need to pay attention to this hand. As you turn away, this hand has to be in front of your left hand has to be basically aligned approximately with your right shoulder, okay? If it starts to float that way, I am getting the signal to start crossing in front of you. So if I don't theoretically know what this figure is, you need to create a wall for me, okay? And then I, as follow, don't cross that wall, yes? It's gonna be very, very, very important. And this position maintains through the duration of the chasse and the lock step. So again, watch one more time. 2, 3, 4, and 1. So for all those steps, this stays the same. We begin to change that on the rock step. So now he starts to draw that hand towards him, which begins to close up the distance. Then we finish that on swivel, and we're back to our normal position. Final thing, just to make sure that you're clear on the timing of all this whole thing, right? The lock step is in lieu of our normal chasse, so one more time with timing. We have 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And there you go. That is your crossbody lead.